Today I want to show you how I use trash to fuel my DIY solo stove. Jiajuich, marhaba, and annyeonghaseyo. Hey, it's Tom from Green Shorts, and I'm getting kind of rusty here. Yeah, it's been a while since I've made a video, at least for YouTube. I didn't expect it to be that long, and I'm actually excited to get started again. And I say started again because I am going to pick things up in the new year. This is my DIY solo stove. You may have seen this build video. Made it from a couple of stainless steel pots that I picked up at Walmart, one tucked inside the other. There's a gap right here between the two pots that allows hot air coming up the sides to inject back in and provide a secondary burn for a cleaner combustion. And one of the things I like about this particular kind of stove is that I can use what I'd consider trash to fire it. And by trash, I mean things like old chopsticks that I saved. Got some paper towels in here to ignite. And I'm also going to use pistachio shells and pine cones as fuel, along with some dry sticks. What I'd like to do is use up these alternative fuels first before I use the sticks. And I've got some old candle wax that I'm going to use as well. In other words, the kind of fuels that would have ended up being thrown away or just neglected, as in the case of the pine cones or the dead limbs. But I'm going to turn them into fuel to heat water and ultimately cook food on my DIY solo stove. I built this for about 35 bucks. A stove like this is going to burn pretty fast, so I want to have all my fuel processed ahead of time. Sticks that have lichen on it like this, I put those back underneath the tree. Of course, as part of my test, I'm going to boil some eggs. This is probably more paper fuel than I would normally start it with, but been kind of throwing trash in here, so I'm just going to leave it in there. And then start it with my little handy torch here from JW. Thanks, JW. Still using it. Nice burn going already. Of course, there's a bunch of paper. Get some pine cones in there before the fire dies down too much. The nice thing about a solo stove concept is that it creates a little bit of a downdraft, which helps bring air through the fuel to get a good clean burn. Notice that now that this is heated up, there's not a lot of smoke. I've actually put my grill in upside down to get my pot lower to the fire there. I'm going to pull it up against this edge here just to keep the flames from coming up and getting this wooden handle. This is a Goodwill pot though, so nothing I'm worried about messing up a little bit. And I can still drop my fuel down the side. Of course, my pistachio shells go down there nice and easy. You can get a view of the secondary burn here with the flames kind of curling up around the edge there. That's coming from that superheated air coming up the side. I'm also starting to get some water bubble in there on the edge of the pot. That is a fast boil, less than 3 minutes. I'm gonna throw my wax in now too. I'm gonna let this boil for about 5 minutes. I'm also gonna let that fire burn down. That's far more heat than I need, obviously. Consuming that fuel quickly. Got one pine cone left that didn't make it in before the grill, so I can't really get that in there now. But I'll save that for my next burn. Feed a few more sticks in here from the side. Ideally, they're short enough to drop down underneath the grill. Although if they get hung up, they'll just burn off. And I know there's lots of different times that you can use for cooking eggs. Saw one recently that was 7 minutes. Seen longer. The method I've been using that I like is 5 minutes of boil and then 5 minutes of rest, and then you drain the eggs. It seems to work pretty well for me. All right, I'm getting near the end of my 5 minutes, so I'm gonna let this fire die down now, because it's cooking. Plenty of boil. All right, I'm gonna pull this off. And let them rest for 5 minutes. Looks like I timed my fire pretty well. Just a little bit of flames left. And it's interesting, it's down near the side ports there where there are holes along the bottom there that let the air in the bottom for combustion, at least that primary burn. You can see that there's still airflow because the coals are glowing. And it's coming most of the way to the center too, so that's good airflow through the fuel. Take the grill off carefully. And now I'll just let this burn out. Alternatively, I could actually quench this fire here and preserve some of the biochar before it goes all the way to white ash. But today I'm just gonna let it burn out. And you can see that I've got most of my sticks left. So I was able to do that fire and boil those eggs with just those pine cones, the bit of wax, and the pistachio shells. And of course the paper towels and such, a few chopsticks that were in there to start. So a pretty efficient burn. Still some pretty good heat coming off of this as those coals stay lit. Definitely some air movement still happening. If you're interested in seeing the build video on the DIY solo stove, I'll put a link to that video right here and then at the end of this video as well. So in addition to cooking on this, I could also use it for a small fire pit for ambient fire and throwing some heat off for a cool night of camping. I don't do that so much here at home because I don't like to waste a good fire. like to use it to cook. And it made me happy that I was able to do that with some things like pine cones and pistachio shells, and use chopsticks that would have just gone to waste. And I definitely would put those things in the category of alternative fuels. As always, my mission here at Green Shorts is to help you see green so you can be green, and save a little green by doing it yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the new year. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you're celebrating. I hope you have a wonderful time with family and friends.